It's been a while since my last major video, so let's make one. I'm ready to lose some friends. With the soon-to-be-released Hogwarts Legacy rearing its head, there are currently two sides arguing of the moral ambiguity of whether or not to buy this game, and since I'm an idiot, I thought, hey, let me throw my hat into this can of worms. I personally don't think it's fair to judge people for wanting to buy and support the new Hogwarts game, even with a negative stigma being placed on it due to its creator being who she is. Let's talk about it, shall we? Now, I want to start this video off by stating that personally, I will not be buying this game. Yet again, I'm setting forth on a near farcical and hypocritical take on an issue, especially while saying it's okay to buy and support. Like that makes any sense at all, or like I have any grounds to stand on when it comes to telling people what to do. But first, let's rewind a bit and see why this game is even seeing backlash in the first place. So we all know J.K. Rowling, creator of the eponymous Harry Potter series, and as of the last few years, she's been saying some things, and I mean really harmful things. She is not shy about her hatred of trans women, and openly as well as cherry-pick the problematic ones to justify her stance. To say she's an asshole would be an understatement. Her views are dangerous, and it isn't hard to see why people are drawing their own personal line in the sand against the new Hogwarts game, as they don't want to support someone like that, even indirectly. And while I don't like or respect her as a person, I, like many, have incredibly fond memories of the Harry Potter series, however. Like many, a lot of the messages of sticking up for your friends and family, fighting for what you believe in, and willing to fight even when the chips are down and all seems lost resonates with a lot of us. It's why the idea of getting to enjoy that ourselves is such a tantalizing prospect. So many of us have wanted to live our lives as a wizard or witch in that world, to be that special someone, to join this mystical world, to fight tyranny through magic and friendship, and this game is likely to let you do that. While we have had many Harry Potter games, this will be the first one that lets you take control of your own story in this landscape, so many of us have enjoyed for all of our lives. However, due to the creator tied around it, there is this moral line that some are drawing, and I think they are taking it too far. There are some insinuating that if you support this game by buying it, you are just as bad as J.K. Rowling, that you are also transphobic, that her message of hate is your own, and I personally believe that it's not only unfair, but completely hypocritical for most of the people making that argument. Ask yourself, can you truly say that every piece of entertainment media you enjoy is entirely on the up and up? I know I can't. I'm likely never gonna pay for another mainline D&D based product from Wizards of the Coast after the OGL nonsense, but I'm likely never gonna stop playing Magic the Gathering. Square Enix is basically the EA of Japanese companies, but I'm never gonna stop playing Final Fantasy XIV. I still enjoy League from time to time, mostly TFT, but let's be real. There is still probably a toxic bro culture there behind the scenes, most likely, and this list can keep going on and on. My own stance besides, I can in all good faith say that you should boycott this game while I enjoy games that have just as many problems. By that same transitive property, that means I support work mistreatment, misogyny, sexism, corporate greed, and overstepping, etc., etc. There is no such thing as ethical consumption in the entertainment medium, and I'm willing to bet all of you enjoy something that you know is basically made with abuse and won't stop enjoying it. Hell, this shit even extends beyond entertainment. Nestle's still out here using child labor for their products, and I bet none of y'all are gonna stop eating chocolate. Thanks, capitalism. This image right here perfectly exemplifies how I see this entire subject. J.K. Rowling is an asshole, and I think many people who are gonna buy this game agree with this statement. If you want to boycott it, go for it. But don't shame people for wanting to enjoy a piece of entertainment. Let people enjoy things, putting that divide between the art and the artist, especially if you enjoy a piece of entertainment yourself that has just as many problems behind the scenes. No one likes a hypocrite. Alright, so you know what's happening here. My general end of the video thoughts talk about just whatever, happy things happening in the video game industry, entertainment industry, etc., etc. So, Hogwarts is coming out soon, and there are already people streaming it, and it officially comes out on the 10th, so that's 3 days from now, on Friday. But there are people already playing it now from pre-orders and shit like that. The disgusting thing, however, is that there are people who are, there's a streamer like hate message thread thing going on that like will not dox people but like blacklist people if you're found playing this game, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Come on now, this is just ridiculous. It's just a game, people. People's views aren't really affected by this. People aren't gonna play this game and just become transphobic or play this game because they're transphobic. Like, you're hating people over playing a video game. That shit's ridiculous and stupid. And please stop acting like you can take the moral high ground with this. please stop acting like you don't have a game that is just as reprehensibly bad morally. Like, ugh, whatever. Um, Currently, what else? What else is going on? Oh, right. There's been a lot of live services that have been dying over the past couple months, and one James Stephanie Sterling has made a video talking about it. And basically, anyone who's been part of the video game industry is gonna say the same thing of just duh. Like, all these companies want to make live services, but none of them want to put the work in to make them work, and none of them realize that just because you're following the trend doesn't mean you're gonna get the money for it. You guys directly saw this failing with the MMO market, and now you're trying to get with the live service thing, and it's just like, you guys are just so fucking stupid. You guys are just so goddamn stupid. You all want an FF14, a FIFA, a World of Warcraft, a Fortnite, but none of you guys are willing to do something new or innovative that'll actually create that. So then the cycle just continues. Whatever. You guys losing money. Actually, no, not whatever, because then the people at the bottom are the one who suffers. Speaking of that, Meta, the VR thing that Facebook is trying to push, Mark Zuckerberg of all people. Yeah, it's failing miserably. As of its launch back in 2019, it's currently burned $36 million while barely being able to make even 700 to 800 million a year. So they've lost 36 billion and only probably gotten a revenue back of 2-3 billion at most. And yet they keep pushing for it because it's kind of clear that Facebook is on the way out with the advent of TikTok and shit like that. And only really people who are on Facebook when it comes to the newer generations is the older boomer generation. Not saying it's a bad thing, but that's just what it is. It's seen a steady decline in just population, so they try to jump on the next new thing, but it's a thing that everyone who has any common sense is like, yeah, that's not going to take off. You should stop that. No, this will totally take off. Sure, I'm glad that you spent $36 billion flushing down the drain, but, good thing you fired all those employees. Capitalism. Other way, I'm going to keep going with Hi-Fi Rush, Persona 3 Portable, and next month, the moment it comes out, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 Remastered. That's an instant buy and an instant play, because duh. What else? Oh, I'm probably gonna see if I can shrimp on Monster Hunter Rise and do that new update. I want to fight Volcana. I like Volcana as a boss fight. Even though there's some people who are like, oh my god, Volcana, why couldn't it be someone new? I like Volcana. I thought it was a fun fight. Is that it, though? Basically, I'll probably forget some things, but either way, I want everyone out there to have a good morning, evening, day, night, wherever you're at. But for right now, I'm out. Later.